A while, get all these meetings on. Off and racing for the Ladies' Day 4th of April Conditional Jockeys Handicap Hurdle Race. A little bit rousted along was Time for Champers on leaving the start. Amongst those that are prominent, Winged Express as we head towards the first in company with Presenting Lucina. Blue April not too far away and Cloud Hopper as we rise at the first. The Bula Bee is the one that's been held up well off the back of the field in the early stages. So out in front, Winged Express leads narrowly from Presenting Lucina. Cloud Hopper racing in third place. On the inner at this stage of Blue April, Sky Full of Stars, Ruby Russet and Silver Key hold down the next three positions. Bhutan on the inside of Flanagan's Field and Lady Weathered, who's just worse than midfield as we head on towards the second. Aquelius is held up early on in company with Touchscreen. Ormskirk is also towards the back. The Bula Bee continues to be detached. Time for Champers is another in that rear division. The Bula Bee is just closing up on the main body of the field now as we head on towards the third. Winged Express on the outside of Presenting Lucina in the noseband. Ruby Russet not too far away with Blue April as they step over the next in company with the grey, and that is Cloud Hopper. Just behind these we have Silver Key on the outside of Bhutan. Making ground through the field is Time for Champers in the orange and black. Sky Full of Stars, red and white stripes on the inner. Just ahead of Bhutan, Lady Weathered, Flanagan's Field round the outside. Aquelius Just Spot, then Ormskirk, Touchscreen and 3 lengths to the Bula Bee, who is last of all. So the field make the turn, tightly clustered the leaders as they head on towards flight number 4. And out in front, Winged Express in the dark colours on the outside of Presenting Lucina, with Blue April closer towards the stand side. They are the front trio from Ruby Russet, Cloud Hopper, Silver Key. Bhutan another of the greys on the inside of the checkboard colours of Flanagan's Field. Then Sky Full of Stars towards the inside in the red and white stripes. Time for Champers continues to improve. Aquelius jumped past Lady Weathered. Touchscreen towards the back with the Bula Bee and the other grey Ormskirk. So racing towards the next flight, Winged Express took it with Blue April and Presenting Lucina. Ruby Russet just behind them in the purple and yellow. The grey is Cloud Hopper. Silver Key, another of the greys. Blue with the yellow epaulets. Dispute 6th with Time for Champers. Sky Full of Stars over on the far side. Red and white stripes just ahead of Bhutan. Then Lady Weathered. Flanagan's Field in the checks with the red sleeves towards the stand side. Aquelius is 5 from the back with Just Spot, Ormskirk, Touchscreen and the Bula Bee, the back markers. Whole field of 16, however, making their journey towards the right-hand turn, and they're only covered by about 6 or 7 lengths. The advantage of the inside will be with Presenting Lucina for Philip Donovan, Winged Express, Ruby Russet and Blue April 4 deep. Blue April joined on the inside by Time for Champers, who jumped off 1 from the back, now finds himself disputing 4th place. And then Sky Full of Stars on the inside of Silver Key, Bhutan, Lady Weathered and Flanagan's Field, all slightly worse than mid-division. A couple of lengths break to Aquelius Just Spot. Ormskirk, the Bula Bee's got past Touchscreen, who's now the back marker. First in the back straight, Presenting Lucina. One that's lost a lot of ground and pretty rapidly is Winged Express, dropping back into midfield. So Presenting Lucina leads Ruby Russet. Time for Champers and Blue April dispute third. Silver Key in a little forest of greys in company with Cloud Hopper, Bhutan, Flanagan's Field and Sky Full of Stars. The field have broken into 2. The second wave headed by Lady Weathered, Just Spot. The Bula Bee is making eye-catching progress in that second group, going past the likes of Aquelius, and Winged Express has dropped out so quickly that is now the back marker as the leaders approach the middle flight down the back. Presenting Lucina led over it with Ruby Russet, Blue April towards the outside and the grey Silver Key travelling up well. Time for Champers comes next. Bhutan and Flanagan's Field are still in that leading cluster as well as they take the next flight of hurdles. Cloud Hopper, Sky Full of Stars has dropped back through the field. The Bula Bee is still behind that one. Really tailed off is Winged Express. Aquelius is struggling, likewise Touchscreen, and indeed Winged Express about to be pulled up. So out in front, Presenting Lucina with Ruby Russet and the grey Silver Key 3 wide. Blue April comes next. Bhutan, Flanagan's Field in the checks with the red sleeves. Then behind these is Time for Champers. Sky Full of Stars responding to pressure but still has plenty to do in about 8th or 9th place on straightening with Cloud Hopper, the Bula Bee and then Just Spot. Silver Key travelling strongly leads towards the second last with Blue April. A couple of lengths back to Ruby Russet. Then Bhutan, Flanagan's Field and Presenting Lucina. This is 2 from the finish. Bryony Frost and Silver Key are out in front by a good 2 to 3 lengths. In second second, Blue April. Ruby Russet and Bhutan the next two with Flanagan's Field, and they remain away from presenting Lucina down towards the last. Silver Quay in command is over the last 5 clear from Blue April, Bhutan, then Ruby Russet and Flanagan's Field. Silver Quay edging over to the near side, was maintaining a clear advantage over Blue April, is battling on well with Flanagan's Field for the places. Silver Quay just having to be ridden out and will score again for the Frosts. It's Silver Quay who's home in front. Blue April, Flanagan's Field and Bhutan for the places. Ruby Russet presenting Lucina and the Bula Bee in 7th.
Number 1, Silver Quay.
Ultimately, the market proved to be just about the best guide for the concluding handicap hurdle. Silver Quay backing up that course and distance success last month off a £10 higher mark. Bryony Frost in the saddle once again. Winner sent off the 5-2 market leader for Jimmy Frost and the team. Seeing off second favourite Blue April, Flanagan's Field and Bhutan third and fourth respectively. By the time we got to the top of the home straight, we got a breakaway group of about half a dozen, but it was clear that Silver Quay was travelling best of the day.
It certainly looked that way. The body language of Bryony Frost was really positive. At this point, Silver Quay, hit with that £10 rise for that course and distance win last time, was scooted, what, 3, 4, maybe about 4 lengths clear. Doing the pursuing there in the grey, black and yellow, that's Blue April. Well done with your shout on Flanagan's Field there, Stuart, who just
Ran all right,
gets up for third place, so rewards each way supports. But yeah, the winner's just gone round on rails, really, hasn't he? You know, this was an uncompetitive finale. One by one, out of form horses have dropped away. But running to the final turn, if you were on the favourite, you felt that the jockey was very, very confident. Bryony Frost riding for her father, Jimmy. You might, if you were a very, very nervous watcher, just have had a slight worry as the horse edged towards the stands rail and didn't extend any further clear. But, you know, you've got to be a pretty nervous watcher, I would say.
So the father and daughter combination teaming up to take our finale at Taunton. Best left to Bryony, and she's got the job done again. And of course, Connections have the option, if there's something close to hand and the horse is in good form, of turning him out fairly swiftly without a penalty, this being a conditionals race. Let's get back to Tom and wrap up the SPs on our last.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Yes, job done for the top one. Bryony and Jimmy Frost combining with 5-2 favourite.